and I were the only boy.
There are many versions of the stories told about Lester Gaba and Cynthia, the mannequin he created in the 1930s. The story closest to the truth seems to be this one. Lester Gaba was an up-and-coming soap carver from Hannibal, Missouri, who had been creating miniature sculptures for Procter & Gamble and the DuPonts. At a cocktail party in Chicago, he met a Miss Mary Lewis, who was the vice president of Best's department stores. She had read his article about the lack of style in the window dressing business and asked if he would design some mannequins for the Best windows. He was surprised at the request, because all he had done previously were small carvings from soap, but he accepted the assignment. Miss Lewis said, "If you can get the quality into life-size figures that you do in soap, they would be wonderful. If you design them, I'll buy them." He set off to New York to create Gaba Girls, life-size realistic soap carvings modeled after well-known New York debutantes and socialites. They soon became the talk of the town. Gaba apparently transitioned to creating plaster of Paris mannequins, which greatly reduced the average weight of the figures from 200 pounds to 25 pounds. One such creation was Cynthia, named for the model, the wife of a famous industrialist, who was depicted sitting casually, motionless, with an elbow on her knees and a cigarette in her hand. Life magazine hired Alfred Eisenstadt to photograph her, and thus set in motion a series of events that made Cynthia the Madonna of her day. Cynthia took on many poses, and soon became more famous and sought after than her creator. Cartier and Tiffany sent jewelry for her to wear. Lily Daché designed hats for her, and couturiers sent her their latest fashions. She was accompanied by Gaba to the Stork Club, was invited to all of the top parties and events, including the Duke of Windsor's wedding, and was given her own box seat at the Metropolitan Opera. Cynthia received a credit card from Sax, had her own successful column and radio show, and appeared with Jack Benny in the Hollywood film Artists and Models Abroad. Though she shattered into 1,000 pieces when she slipped from a chair in a beauty salon, she was rebuilt to continue her reign until 1942, when Lester Gaba was inducted into the Army. After the war, styles had changed, and Cynthia had fallen out of fashion. But Gaba continued to expand his fame and his offerings, becoming a columnist for Women's Wear Daily, a teacher for LIM College, and a noted academic on visual merchandising. Cynthia has been missing since 1952.
A garden of Eden, just made for two, with nothing to mar.